All right.
He walks you upstairs. He gets you up to the kitchen. You see a bunch of different chefs from all sorts of dwarves and half-orcs and humans and tieflings are all there in big old white chef's hats. They're all making huge stews and cutting up meats and cutting up different herbs and spices. There's a bunch of different potions all up along the wall and a bunch of people running all over the place. You do hear some shouting, "Hey, Oi! Don't drop that in that stew or else I'll freaking throw you in! You want the dragons to kill us? We need to make these stews perfect!" And as they're yelling, and it's kind of chaotic, and no one seems to pay attention to any of you here. As you go around, you manage to rummage through some closets, put on some cloaks, and head your way out into the City of Colors, which does seem to be extremely... the City of Seasons, which seems to be extremely colorful. Fires of all sorts of blues and greens are out in the city. You see a bunch of players strumming music. There's lots of parades and people in dragon masks and people in just like flowing high banners. It seems to be all of these people who are servants of these dragons are having the time of their lives, drinking and partying as Dragonborn guards are on duty watching as they kind of nod to Narex as he leads you all through this big parade of streamers and confetti and jingle bells kind of jingling all over the place. It's quite chaotic, actually. A lot of people moving all every which way. And eventually you make it to a gigantic temple with the 5 gigantic heads of Tiamat carved into a huge statue right in front of this place, almost looking about to breathe their flames upon the city. As you all walk into this huge temple, and it does seem like there is a sermon going on in the front. He says, the brothel's in the back of the church. Should I lead you there, or you want to go in the sermon, or...
Are they going to believe that you're taking prisoners to the brothel?
No, maybe.
Well, if we don't say that we're prisoners now, if we are...
Well, I can sneak back there into one of the rooms and wait for Ezra.
And kill him by yourself?
Do you
I think the answer is no.
Yeah, no, let's not do that.
I could go into the brothel and then get him and then talk to when he's done with his sermon, talk to him, and then I could give you some sort of signal if I get him alone in one of the rooms.
Yeah, we need to get him alone. That's all we need. It doesn't matter where. Just well, is there a room in the temple somewhere that you can take us and ask him to come?
Yeah, I could take you to a room in the temple.
And then ask him to come, whatever, cleanse these prisoners or something.
Oh, yeah, I think I could do that. Yeah.
Would he bring guards with him, though, to do that? That seems like a pretty public thing.
He's a pretty high figure in the place. He usually goes solo.
We just have to make sure no one leaves, even if he does bring someone.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay. He leads you all in, and he escorts you up into the rafters of the stone temple. As you do see Ezra Drax, a golden dragonborn, decked out with gems. 5 rings on his fingers full of like huge different emeralds and gemstones. Like some golden sharp teeth in his huge grin as he seems to be this like all smiles, this guy, as he is just giving out a huge he's very loud and very boisterous as all of the Dragonborn seem to be kind of hooting and hollering at him. It isn't like a quiet sermon. It seems to be a loud, triumphant sermon.
Jim Jones over here.
As he, it was just this, and then all of them kind of shoot out their flames as all of them do so as well in this huge kind of, it brings a lot of heat into the area. As he leads you all up into a room that seems to be one of the guest rooms where, people can stay if they want to. He says, there's here, stay here. I'll get him. Just wait right here. And he takes off the shackles and He leads you out. He leaves as there seems to be a big dresser and a small bed and a window that sees outside. What do you all do as you wait?
We should hide. Should we hide?
You can hide. I'm not going to hide. I'm gonna kneel.
Okay.
I'm gonna hide. I'm gonna hide in the dresser. Or is it like a armoire?
Yeah, an armoire of sorts.
I'll get in it.
Okay. What do other people do?
Is there a chair? Any chairs?
There's a chair.
I'm just gonna pull a chair up against the wall and sit in it.
I'm gonna
Play your banjo.
I'm gonna kneel.
Kanjo.
Sorry.
I'm gonna kneel in the center of the room. So I'm the first thing that draws his attention, and I'm going to hold my holy symbol in front of my mouth and wait.
Okay. You seem to wait for about 5 minutes, 10 minutes. It seems to be taking a while, actually, as he isn't there yet. Do any people just keep on waiting?
Yep.
So how's your sisters?
They're good. They won't let them come out. I'm yelling this from not yelling. I'm like whispering. I'm whispering through the crack in the armoire. They won't let them come out on any of these missions.
Well, they're children. They're literal babies.
We have fought a lot of things.
Listen,
we were gonna kill that giant. You know that. You know that.
I'm sorry I asked. Forget about it.
They're just as strong as I am, if not stronger.
They're 12. Shut up.
You know, we're not really gonna get the jump on this guy if you're screaming in the room.
I'm
the
not
whole
screaming.
Time. Keep your voice down.
I'm hidden. I'm
okay.
I'm opening the door. I am hiding. Unlike you, dumb.
Easy. It's pretty easy to tell where you are.
Sitting there.
Okay, men, please stop.
Okay.
Get back in the armoire.
And be quiet.
And be
while
quiet.
You're in there.
As you are finished this argument, you hear the doorknob crack open, and you do see someone enter, but it is not Drex, and it is not Ezra, the high priest. You see a woman, a long, blue-haired woman, enter the room. And see you standing in the middle. So he's like, "Oh, excuse me. I didn't know this room was occupied."
I'll pipe up on me. Obviously, it is.
She stares both of you. What would a dwarf and a lizard be doing in a chapel of Tiamat on a island of dragons?
We're waiting for Drax to come and cleanse us.
It's a chapel, ain't it? We're praying, obviously.
Drax. A dragonborn?
Listen,
Yes.
what brings you in this room?
This is the...
I'm just searching for rooms to do some business in. And you peer over and you see a bunch of male dragonborn standing behind her. Well, I will go to a different room. A Drax, was it, you said? All right, I shall talk to this Drax. Please enjoy your stay. Bless Tiamat.
Thank you.
Tiamat's blessing be with you.
Right. And she just slowly closes the door. And then you hear her move to a different door and open it and then go inside with all of her friends.
That was the fucking blue dragon.
Who was that? Why did they shut the fuck up? Who was that?
And then...
Were there a lot of people?
I'm going to kill you if you don't shut up right now.
and then eventually you do hear Narex coming up and say, yes, the heathens be in this room over here, High Priest. Come this way, please come this way.
Oh, God.
I have them for you here. They are here in this room. As he slowly jingles the door and open it and the priest is like, Come on, dragon, just open the door. Let me see these people.
As soon as I heard
voice,
him
but-
coming, I slowly got up, moved over next to the door, back
Okay.
against the wall.
He opens the door, and then this Ezra just kind of stumbles in, like, oh, look at this dwarf, full of sin, I see, full of sin. You must be cleansed. Thank you so much, Narex, for I love cleansing the sinners. You know what I mean. All right, dwarf.
So he's only seen the dwarf?
Yeah, only seen the dwarf.
Wait,
Oh.
And Narex is.
Something I could
is
do.
the door closed?
No, he walks in and Narex closes the door behind him, and he walks in and says, "So, do you repent, sinner, against Tiamat? Do you repent?"
Can I get a surprise?
Very much.
I don't
And I
know,
cast
blow.
silence
Oh, shit.
On him.
on the room.
Oh, I love that.
Room.
It's a
Love
20-foot radius.
That fills the whole room. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
I'm going to do a stunning strike with one of my key points.
Nice.
It's a con save.
All right. I'm just gonna say that all of you, with casting silence, the room is empty. Narex also draws his sword. All of you just come in and you just beat the shit
Oh,
out of this guy. He seems
Jesus.
like he was not strong at all.
nice.
I jumped
that's
out of the
not
armoire with double
quite as
daggers.
fun.
Yeah, just stab through the
I just hit him
chest.
with my warhammer.
Warhammer to the face, like just punches, and you just bite a big chunk out of his neck.
This
Yeah.
scene is beautiful, and it's dead quiet.
Yeah,
Excellent.
it's dead
Entirely
quiet.
The blue dragon, here's
Yeah,
nothing.
stab.
It's very cinematic.
Yeah, and all of you just like mercilessly destroy this priest.
The room is covered in blood.
And then it's just like silently as like more people outside are like cheering. You hear prayers inside.
I'm prying out all his teeth also.
Yeah, you just eviscerate this guy.
Love it.
Blood piles on the floor. As all of you sound returns after about like a minute, yeah, and then as this all of you breathing as this guy's just been eviscerated.
Yeah.
Oh, it does not taste good.
Shh. Keep your voice down.
That doesn't
It's
taste
the
good.
room. The room was silent.
Not. The spell's up now,
Oh,
otherwise
okay.
you wouldn't be able to hear me.
Relax.
Well, that was Narex is like, whew, that was something.
This
Just
is the guy that had enough power to bring back a dragon.
I guess
Yeah, that's all it could do.
he was a lot of talk. This guy, so
I'm gonna be really annoyed if we went out of our way to do that and then he couldn't actually do the thing.
I mean, you're acting like it was really difficult or something.
Well, I mean, that's a pretty. I want to save all my spells.
you hear a knocking at the door. Narex is like, who is it?
I'm getting back in the armoire.
You hear a female voice come out and says, "Hello, sorry, I just detected someone cast a spell in this room, and I'm wondering if everything's okay." Huh. What do we do?
He cleansed us. He cleansed
Oh,
us.
Yeah. Ezra Drax, the high priest cleansed us. He cast a cleansing spell. Oh. The woman who you seem to remember is the blue-haired woman from
Yes.
before says, "Oh, really? Interesting. Could I talk to Ezra, actually? I would like to have a word with him."
I don't know what to do.
He's asleep now.
Oh, he's asleep. He
left.
The magic egg wore him out.
the magic put him right to sleep. And then he left.
I cast fucking guidance. I cast guidance on him. I cast guidance on him to give him a D4 to his ability checks.
He rolled a 3. So
Oh fuck!
He got 7.
Shit.
He says, "Oh, could I come in? I just want to double check those." And she starts opening the door as it wasn't locked. As she just slowly opens the door. What do people do?
This is the dragon. We can't fight the dragon. This is the dragon.
So
There's a
there
window.
crack in
There's
the-
a
the
window,
armor?
right?
Can I see what's happening a little bit?
There's a
Okay.
window, right?
There's a window.
You just fucking jump out the window.
Scott Pilgrim it.
Yeah.
Is he here right now?
Drax draws his sword and says, "You guys go. I'll distract
let's
her."
Go out the fucking window.
The door opens and you see she sees all of you.
Fuck.
No.
There's just nothing to do. There's nothing to do.
She said, "Go."
I jump out the window.
Okay, you jump out the window.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see him go and I go.
I'm going.
And
Yes.
Drax says, "Go. It's fine."
Follow us.
It's not fine.
No, she can follow you. I will distract her. Go.
Tell her that the green dragon hired us to kill him.
Just as you jump out the window.
He's been lying really well so far.
I mean, we're still all in robes too, so
Yeah,
she
you're in
probably
robes.
didn't see exactly.
Yeah. Do you leave or do you stay?
I'm going out the window,
Mm-hmm.
but do we know the name of the red dragon?
You do not.
Red.
But he probably does.
What's the name of the red dragon?
Yeesh.
Ach.
Great.
Because that's what everyone says when he comes around.
Yeah, great. As I jump out the window, I just yell, fuck. This is so stupid. As I jump out the window, I say, Ock always repays his debts. And I jump out the window.
Jeez.
Stupid.
All right, and as you do, you see Narex with sword drawn run up to the blue-haired woman, and you just hear a huge as you hear his armor crinkle, and you hear flesh being large amounts of blood and flesh being strewn across the floor. And he just screams, "Down with the dragons," as he seems to have been murdered, as all of you jump through this two-story window and out into the street as you mix in with the crowd.
We really fucked
I'm
that up.
casting Pass Without a Trace.
Pass. Okay.
So everybody.
Did we take damage from the fall?
Nah. You're able to hop on. Well, actually, you roll.
I'm very dexterous.
Dexterity.
Yeah.
Everyone else managed to jump on
I
some
can
posts
slow fall,
and some
I don't
stands.
have issues.
12? No. Sorry, negative. 11?
11. You hit with a thud, but you don't take damage.
Okay,
but it's obvious someone jumped out the window. As the blue-haired woman, her hand covered in blood, as her sharp blue nails seems to have pierced some flesh, looks out into the crowd. All of you make stealth checks with a +10.
Yeah.
Yes.
If you want to blend into the crowd.
25.
Mm-hmm. You
36.
make disadvantage because you're in armor. 36?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna. Oh wow! I rolled the same thing twice. 18.
Wow. Okay, so she peers out with her sapphire eyes into
Can't
the
see
crowd, but
nothing.
all of you seem to have been lost
I'm
in
really
the crowd
short.
as she just kind of flicks off some of the blood from her fingers and then walks back in to the brothel.
6-year-old boy is like, yum, yum, yum.
No, I just tasted dragonborn blood and it was not very good. It got in my mouth.
So all of you are running. Where do you run to?
Look, God, he was gonna be the one to get us into the goddamn keep.
Yeah.
Oh, we've really fucked it.
Fuck.
Oh, we've really fucked it.
The players are getting into the keep, yeah?
Yeah, you see some of them around playing their instruments. You do notice that there are large colored buildings, one for each dragon. So there's a large black building, there's a large red building. They seem to be some of the followers of those dragons are in those buildings. And then you see the central keep, which is all colors that seem to have people streaming from it, excited to see the games that are just starting, the Tournament of Fire that's just about to begin.
Okay, well, yeah, I think that we've got to go with plan A here. Hold on really quick. I think that I'm actually proficient in an instrument, actually. Hold on.
I also have a proficiency in an instrument
Do you really?
because
Oh.
I'm an Outlander.
Wow.
I am also an Outlander.
Yeah, then
So
you all,
am I.
yeah,
So
you all
am
get
I.
an instrument.
Yeah.
Shit.
Well, you're all Outlanders?
Yeah.
I Great.
That's actually very funny.
So yeah, all of you can play an instrument. So
Okay,
I can play 2.
that's
yeah.
impressive.
Mhm.
Yeah, great. Yeah. Wild. Okay. Oh, wait, actually, no, I'm not an Outlander. Sorry, I changed my thing.
See if that screen wakes up.
Sorry, I'm not an Outlander. I'm a hermit.
Oh.
Which is funny because I live in the middle of town now.
Yeah. Yeah.
I started that way.
Okay, great.
Anyway, I don't have an instrument, is my point, but you
Okay.
do.
I do.
Mm-hmm.
Great.
So yeah, you do see. What do you see? A bunch of streaming people going into the Keep of Colors to watch the Tournament of Fire. You do see a big festival of the Highland players playing music, and you do see a small crowd gathered around somebody performing some sort of performance or magic or something near the center square. So do you go towards any of those places?
I don't know. I'm stressed. That went so badly.
You accomplished your goal.
We did accomplish our goal. Except for it might have been a waste of time. He might have not been able to do that at all.
Let me
Okay.
think.
So give us our options again.
There's a group of crowd streaming into the Keep where the dragons are to see the first games of the Tournament of Fire.
Why don't
You
we go
do
there?
see a parade of the Highland players playing music, and you do see a performer get into a big crowd doing a big show that seems to be drawing a lot of people.
Okay. Well, we need to pass ourselves off as players, right? We don't want to go into the tournament.
Why not?
What are you gonna do in the tournament?
No, not like be in the tournament. Why don't we go watch the tournament so we can just mill around in a
How is that
crowd?
gonna get us into the keep?
It's in the keep.
It's in the Keep, yeah.
It's in the keep, but how are we going
Little boy, you gotta listen when people are
How-
speaking.
We're just gonna draw attention to ourselves, though, as non-dragonborn, aren't we?
Yes.
Yeah, all of you make perception rolls.
Hey, finally, something I can do.
Dirty 20.
21.
Ooh.
18.
Wow,
Hey.
you're good at perceiving.
We're bad at talking, but we're good at seeing.
You do see the performer that is performing in front of an audience in the big square has long white hair and seems to be like an old man with long white elegant robes. And you do see you do overhear a few players talking about it's like, yeah, we got to get the song right, so let's go into the keep so we can practice before we have to do it during the Tournament of Fire. So you see two gnomes with instruments are walking toward the keep, they seem to have a way into the group, into the keep.
Yeah, that's what we want to do, even though I think the white dragon is just right there.
He is. That's what you assume.
Yeah, I
Is that
assume
his-
that the performer who's drawing the crowd,
Yeah.
the white-haired man, that's the dragon.
Should we talk to him?
And say what?
Yeah.
That we were in the Temple of Tiamat being cleansed, and that we saw the red dragon come in and kill Ezra.
Yeah, except for the blue dragon saw what happened and knows that isn't true.
But you said the thing about...
I did say the thing.
You did say the thing about Ak.
Ak. I have no idea whether that actually played or not, because then he blew it by saying death to all dragons, so... Well, okay. I also don't think that he'll take very well to us just interrupting his show. But we also can't, we can't be sure. We can't be sure that he is going to, we don't know where he's going to show up, and the last thing we want is to show up to a place where there's going to be more than one dragon at a time.
Yeah.
And maybe we should, we could have killed the blue dragon right there.
You think we could have killed the dragon?
Should we go back?
We
can go back.
have
Let's
the
go back.
arrow.
You have the arrow.
I have the arrow.
Yeah.
We could have killed the dragon right there and then blamed it on someone else and just called it. We just keep, honestly, we keep pussyfooting around doing it, and I think that we should probably just do it.
You hear the white dragon say, "All right, for my next trick, I would like some volunteers from the audience, please. Anybody, don't be afraid. I have very powerful magics, but it's all reversible. Please come up to the stage."
I'm
and he's
terrified. I hate
looking
this.
for volunteers.
Yeah.
all the dragon
Why don't
horns.
you go?
Give me the arrow. Give me
Why
the
don't
arrow.
you go,
You
boy?
gonna do it right now?
I don't know.
Okay, I'm happy.
No. Oh, Jesus Christ.
This is only gonna go badly. Okay, wait.
Ah, yes, please, a volunteer.
I push you forward and I cast Enhance Ability on you, and I'm giving
Oh
you an
my God.
advantage
Oh
on
my
all
God.
Dex checks.
Okay.
All
I should
right.
have given you Charisma. Fuck. That's fine.
All right, come on up here. Ooh, he looks like to be a human. It is here. And I need one more volunteer, please. Oh, yes, a dwarf. Yes, oh, we got all sorts here and remain for the treaty. Oh, I love everyone coming together. All right, and he ushers you both on stage, and he has you stand both on side of him. It's like, your name, young fellow.
Dagmir.
Dagmir. And your name, dwarf.
Naierlen.
Naierlen and Dagmir.
I can't lie.
Very fine names. And you two know each other?
No.
No.
I did see, it was weird because I don't see dwarfs over here very often, but I saw them during a sermon this morning. Blessing of Tiamat be with you.
Make a deception roll for that.
Should have given you Charisma. Fuck.
In the crowd, I'm gonna lean.
Oh shit.
I speak Draconic. I'm gonna lean over to the people I'm standing around and be like, who led these people in here?
I also speak Draconic.
I also
Yeah.
speak
Oh,
Draconic.
what the?
Yeah,
Why?
A favorite enemy.
Oh.
They speak in Draconic back, like, oh, probably servants, they'll probably all be eaten after the treaty is signed.
Love it.
A natural 20.
Hey.
Ooh.
Thank God.
He is very happy that you're up here and is ecstatic that you have come to volunteer for this.
I shove my holy symbol into my armor, by the way.
I'm waving to the crowd. Yes, blessing of
Oh my God.
Tiamat be with you.
All right, so ready for the spell to commence. All of you, both of you, close your eyes.
My eyes are closed.
He touches both your shoulders and say, "Oh, wouldn't it be great for someone to walk in someone else's shoes?" And he claps his hands, and both of you wake up. But you seem to look down, and you seem to be in a different body than you remember. You are now in a young boy's body. And if you trade your character sheets for me, please. You are now in an older dwarven body.
Fuck this. This is.
And a huge flourish happens. It says, and there it happens. Different souls and different bodies. And the whole crowd is like, "Ooh."
Grev thinks this is very funny. That's what you give for volunteering for stuff.
Yes.
That was pretty good.
And then you do hear some large bells that are happening up in the keep. It's like, oh, looks like the Tournament of Fire is starting, folks. We best get up and watch the games.
Change us back. Why is my voice like this? Change us back.
Change us back!
Oh, friends, yes, I will most definitely change you back. And you hear the bells happening again. It's like, in a little bit. Make sure you see me later, okay? And he turns into
where are you gonna
a
be?
giant white dragon and flies off into the Keep of
you
Colors.
goddamn.
And I was like, woo!
I stabbed him.
Yep.
I stabbed him
Should
there.
have stabbed him.
Oh God.
You keep pussyfooting around here.
Listen, I'm really scared. I want to go back to my mom. I don't want to die here. And we would have done it in front of a crowd. They would have killed us immediately. Oh man, I hate this.
The crowd starts to disperse as the gates close as the Tournament of Fire is starting now.
Is this how you feel all the time?
I feel very calm.
Oh God, I
Hey, well,
hate it.
Very
Look,
steady.
listen, you wanted to watch a magic show and now they close the doors on us.
You guys, I really miss my mom, and I want to go back to my mom now.
Yeah.
Look, we all miss our mom, okay?
Yeah, we get it. Okay, you had a really terrible life. It's really sad for you.
Get yourselves together. We got to think. We got to figure out what we're gonna do here because y'all blew it playing magic games with the fancy dragon.
You do see some more gnomes are streaming. The music has stopped playing as most people are inside the keep now, and you see them going around the gate of the keep. There seems to be an entrance for musicians.
Well,
Let's go.
let's follow them.
Okay.
I have a question. Because I am not a follower of her god, does that mean that I don't know how to cast her spells?
You're not sure.
It would lead me to believe that you know how to cast those spells and I don't.
Do you want the longbow? It'd be really funny. You're really short. Pull the.
No, my arms are too big.
Yep. All of you in your newfound bodies, you kind of hobble your way over.
Fuck.
As it seems a lot of things are different. As the
I'm gonna.
Seems like I'm now the oldest one in the group, so I think I should hold on to that arrow.
I'm still the oldest one in the group.
Not in that
I'm
body.
still the oldest one in the group, actually.
I mean, you're not gonna give it to him, are you?
I look at my shirt.
Good luck. I have chainmail on. What are you? You're like, tick, tick, tick.
I'm like trying to look. It's very hairy in there.
Yeah.
It is very hairy in there.
Another question.
Yes.
Did that break concentration?
On your...
On my enhance ability and on their passive out of trace.
Sure. Yeah.
That did break
It did break it.
Okay.
Okay. Give me my holy symbol. Give me my holy symbol real quick.
Hand me yours.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna try to cast something
Okay.
through this holy symbol. I'm just gonna cast guidance on you.
Okay.
I don't know if that worked. That's stupid. Let me do something that actually. Oh God, no, that's bad. I don't have any spells that are good for. Oh, light. I'm gonna cast light on your warhammer. Does it light up?
It does seem like it does not light up.
Ooh.
All right, you take it back. You cast it. You cast light. Just say light.
Light.
It seems to light up.
Oh, okay. Well, fancy that.
Off.
It turns off. All right, you make your way into the edge of a side gate of the keep where it seems a bunch of gnomes and tiefling instrumentals and humans are pouring in. They seem to have some sort of ID paper that they're showing to the guards as they are approved, and then they walk in as two Dragonborn guards are guarding the gate, just checking papers.
So they already got through.
Cast.
You see a bunch of people are going through. So.
Oh, okay.
Give me charisma. Give
Are
me
they
charisma.
they all gnomes?
A few gnomes, a few tieflings, a few humans.
Okay.
Give me,
Enhance ability.
yeah. For charisma.
Mm-hmm.
Charisma.
Great. Okay. Great.
Yeah. You do it. You just slap it on her, basically.
Yeah. Ow. There's no need to be like that. There's no need to be like that about it. But fine.
Listen. We
So
gotta,
they're very heavy hands.
Would y'all focus up here? We gotta get in past these people. We gotta get in this group.
I'm working on it right now.
Ay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess I'm gonna run. Now this is just my top card voice again. Fuck. Okay, I'm gonna walk up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna run up to them, and I'm like checking my pockets. I'm like, "Hi, I'm really sorry. I can't find my identification, but I have my. What do you have? It's a flute. I have my flute, and my friend he has his like little like.
I've hold the canjo up.
But
You okay, Kanjo? You don't have your paper?
He would have had it
listen, I
slung over
forgot
his
all the
back
paperwork.
the whole
It's
time.
my fault, really. I'm so sorry, but we need to get in here because we're supposed to perform, and I don't want the dragons to be mad at us.
Make an advantage deception check.
Good thing I had advantage. Deception 17.
They kind of look at each other and they see that there's a bunch of people needing to get in. It's like, okay, let me just take your name. What's your name?
Dagmir?
Dagmir. Okay. All right. And your name?
Grev. You can put Grev.
Grev. Your name? Dwarf.
Sorry, I'm warming up.
Are you okay, Dwarf?
I'm just warming up for my song. My name is Naierlen.
Naierlen. Sorry, she's very weird.
All right. All right. I'll tell Chief of Security that you lost your papers, and he'll try to come check in with y'all.
Thank you so much.
All right. Go ahead. All right.
Ching, 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 ching.
Okay.
I have this for an hour, so we should. Okay. I guess I'm the face of this now.
You walk in and you see a gigantic room full of instruments and people tuning, people singing, people in costumes changing, getting makeup done, and getting, practicing scripts and doing some vocal warm-ups as they're all kind of like all about to give big performances for these dragons. And you kind of shuffle through them, and as you get past, you do see one gnome who has a kind of a very what's that French hat? A
beret?
Yeah, beret. He has a beret on and a nice kerchief, and it's very fancy. He's holding up a big script. He's like, no, more emotion. This is the part where the hero decides to sacrifice their life for the love of their life and defeat the beast. You have to have more emotion in it, or else the audience won't be invested. Do you want these dragons to eat us because they're not invested in our stories? And he's kind of just ragging on and yelling at some performers who seem a little disheartened that they have to be performing for dragons. You continue forward.
Yeah.
All right. You continue forward as you get to a bunch of different hallways in the keep. Where do you all want to go?
Okay. And we don't know which way anything is.
You don't know where anything is. You're still in this big room with all the performers around.
We should probably try to just go exploring.
I don't know where to go.
Can we hear because the Tournament of Fire is happening?
Yeah, you do hear some roaring from above you. There seems to be
sort of underneath.
Yeah,
the thing.
Yeah, there seems to be a area here. You do see guards and performers if you want to ask for directions at all.
Where? We don't even know where we want to go.
We should probably find the white dragon.
Okay.
Oh, we're just going to ask for the white dragon?
Listen.
They just saw us switch bodies, so...
Okay, yeah. All right, sure. Yeah, okay. Let's talk to a guard.
Okay, one of the guards is there.
Yeah. Hi. Okay, this is really embarrassing. I don't know if you saw out in the performance
No.
Well, it's yes and no. I'm kidding.
What?
The white dragon. The white dragon.
White dragon? Ah, Oslong.
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 Mm-hmm.
Yes. His lordship. He was doing magic tricks out there.
Oh yeah, he loves playing tricks on people.
Yes, and me and my friend, he switched our bodies.
Oh, that's a good trick.
It is a good trick, but the problem is
It
that
really was.
Yeah.
we're supposed to play for the dragons later.
Oh, that'll be funny.
Right, that's the thing is that I don't know how to play the flute, but I'm the only one that can play the flute. We need to switch back is the problem, but he got really distracted. He got sidetracked, and he said for us to find him.
I could give a message to the White Dragon, and you can have an audience with him after the tournament.
I mean, we could save you the trouble if you could just direct us, point us in the right direction.
Oh.
He really did say for us to come find him, so...
Okay. Well, he's busy watching the tournament, but so he might not see you until after. But I can give you a direction.
That would be great.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
He points you down some hallways, up some stairs, and he says, they're at the top boxes of the very top of the Coliseum.
Watching the tournament right now.
Mm-hmm.
They.
All of them are there.
This is the worst case scenario. Okay.
Yeah, he gives you directions. Do you head on up?
Oh, we need to talk about this. We're gonna leave.
Head around
Okay.
the corner or whatever.
Okay.
Is there an announcer's booth?
You assume there would be announcers for the tournament.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna ask the guard as we're walking past him. Just be like, listen, is there an announcer's booth that you point me to as well?
Yeah.
Which way is that?
He points you the same, kind of like the opposite end of the stadium would be the announcer's booth, and the other end of the top of the stadium would be the Dragons.
Thank you so much. You're doing great work down here.
Thanks, I try.
Yeah,
I really try.
we were witnessing it.
Yeah, when you got a wife and kids, you got to really support them, and you want to try to do good at your job to get promoted, so I try to give advice whenever I can, and so.
We will
You're crushing
tell the dragons that you have done a very good job. Give
Would
you
you?
a good, yeah,
That would be
absolutely.
great.
Yeah, we know Ack.
You know Ack?
Ack.
Ack.
Whoever.
Well-
Aknaras? You know Aknaras?
I guess.
Whoa.
Yeah, we'll tell
That's
him.
impressive.
We'll tell him you knew what you did today.
Well, you know him and he hasn't eaten you and put you on fire? Or stepped on
We're
you?
very good performers.
We're some of his favored performers,
That's
actually.
amazing. You know what? Could you get me an autograph?
Absolutely.
We
See,
can-
this is the problem. Is
We
this is
can
why
do
this
our
is so
darndest.
embarrassing?
Yeah.
We need to switch back because if we disgrace Ak in front of all of the performers,
yeah.
in front of all the dragons, he's going to kill us.
Yeah, yeah. For sure. Yeah. And he tells you where to find them. So.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Good luck. Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, let's go.
Yeah. You go up to where the dragons are.
Well, yeah, we're not gonna walk in
No.
yet.
What is this announcer booth
Let's see. I'm thinking.
charge?
Is
that
there an
you're going on?
announcement we can make that will put the dragons at odds with one another during the Tournament of Fire?
Yes. Yeah.
What is the announcement?
Well, Ak is a dickhead. So all we have to do is theoretically say that. Okay.
We don't know anything about the proceedings of the Tournament of Fire, I'm assuming.
You were told at the beginning that there would be tests of strength and endurance at the start, and then there will be some combat afterwards, and then possibly a grand battle if you succeeded in the end. Yes.
Is this arena, is it outside or is it inside?
It's out in the middle of the keep. There's a big outside open roofed arena.
Okay.
Yeah, you see at the top of the towers there are huge open areas where dragons can fly in and transform.
Okay. So they're not all under a roof or anything.
No.
Right?
You do hear that each dragon contributed something to the final battle of the Colosseum. So everyone gave something to test the champions.
Okay. All right. I like what you're saying about the announcer thing. If we cause some sort of distraction and cause one of the dragons to come to the announcer booth,
Yeah.
well, I can't imagine that all four of them are going to come over to deal with one stray person announcing, right?
No. Probably just the one that gets put on blast.
What if we mentioned something about what the blue dragon saw?
All of you are all of you still in the room with all the players, or have you left into the
No,
hallway?
we've left.
You're
into
in the
the
hallway.
up, yeah.
Okay, so you're just in a hallway on your own.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all of you make perception checks.
Ooh.
18.
Okay.
23.
9.
9. You don't hear anything, but the dwarf and the dragon now do hear footsteps walking toward the hallway. Do you do anything as footsteps are coming toward?
Somebody's coming.
Hide.
We're
In a
in a
hallway?
hallway.
Open a door!
You can't hide anymore.
Oh, God.
The footsteps turn the corner, and you see a big cloaked figure, who wearing dragon robes with dragons embroidered on them, and you see a guard next to him, a dragonborn guard, and he looks to be. With your perception rolls, you notice under the dark cloak, he has some sort of purplish tentacles streaming out of the edges of his cloak. And he walks kind of towards you, and you three all hear in your minds, are you the people who lost their papers?
Fuck. Fuck. Yes.
Oh,
Yep, I nod.
great. I am Mr. Zant. I am the chief of security here for the dragons. All of you come with me, I can get you new papers.
Thank you so much. Where are we headed exactly?
This is my office.
Okay. Great. Thank you.
All right, and he kind of almost floats. You don't see him walking too well. He just kind of floats with his long cloak covering his feet up some stairs.
Does he seem like he's actually just taking us to get papers, or does this seem nefarious in any way?
Make an insight check.
10. 10.
You also have that.
Oh, wait.
It's very mysterious.
Oh, wait.
Just in
Wait a
case
minute, wait a
just in
minute.
case you want to use that or this.
Oh, yeah, he's not a Dragonborn. Never mind. Yeah, great. Cool.
But is he any of these?
Well, I don't need protection from him.
You might.
Yet.
You might.
You can't even see his face.
Okay.
So you have no clue what this guy's all about.
Okay.
So the Dragonborn guard comes behind as he leads forward, and all three of you
I've
walk
rolled
up.
garbage on my cleric dice since I've changed, by the way. So thanks for putting that into the universe, Kendall.
Use the green one. Use the forest dice.
Yeah.
And you walk all the way up. You do pass some open windows looking into the Coliseum, and you do see a bunch of games that are being played, like rock throws and track and field and discus and white wyvern racing. And a lot of that, and you do see up in the very top 5 colors of dragons, each sitting in their respective spots. You do see an announcer on the other corner, kind of very enthusiastically telling everyone what's happening in the games.
And I'm just babbling the whole time. You would not understand. This has been such a crazy day for us. Like, we lost our papers, and then the white dragon, whose name I definitely know because has been said, but I didn't write it down.
Aslan.
Right. He traded me and my friend, and we're supposed to perform together. But I don't know how to play his instrument. Well, her instrument, I guess. It's very weird. It's just been so chaotic, and everything has been really terrible. And listen, we're underneath Ock, and we really don't want to let him down, and it would be really embarrassing. And you know how he is, So it would be really, really important to us if you could make this happen for us. I am so sorry about all of this.
Yeah. No. Sure.
Yeah, I'm just doing that the whole way we're walking.
Yeah, he leads you to a small room. It's very simple. There's just a desk, and he sits you all down. And
Naierlen's never talked as much.
Writes all of your names down, and kind of a basic description of your appearance, and he hands all 3 of those to you. He says, "Great. When will you all be performing? Did you get the schedule?"
No, because we didn't have our papers, we also didn't get the schedule.
There is an opening to be performing next. Would you all be interested?
What's the next one after that?
Next one after that? Well, there's going to be sort of an intermission during the games where lots of musicians and a play will be performed.
Right, but we've gotten our bodies switched. I don't know how to play the flute, so we actually need to...
Oh, if we switch your bodies back, you'd be down to perform then.
I mean, it's kind of... I don't know if you've ever had it done to you before. It is kind of jarring.
I have not had the pleasure.
Right, it's kind of...
A little bit of a recovery
We actually...
period.
The White Dragon told us to go see him.
Okay, so see him, and then we will perform.
Probably. But
Probably? Aren't you here to perform?
Well, yeah, of course we're here to perform, but I don't know how long the White Dragon is going to want to see us for. So we can't say, for instance, we're going to perform in the next 10 minutes, because we actually have to get up and talk to him.
Hold on right here. And he seems to go completely limp and still.
Oh, fuck, he's talking to him right now. I'm so stressed, you guys. I'm sweating.
He comes back as the small tentacles start wiggling again. He's like, he said he'd be willing to see you as soon as intermission happens. And then right after that, you can go play.
Perfect.
That seem good?
Yes. Thank you.
I suppose.
All right. You can wait for him in his room, you said.
Thank you.
Yes, and he gives you directions to his room and then opens the door for you. And he points to the guards. Guards, escort them to his room.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, and the guards escort you up. Do you follow along?
Yes.
Yeah, you go to the very, very top, up like 3, 4, 5 sets of stairs, to the very top where you see this gigantic rooms with all of the dragons' names and Draconic on them. You see the Shadow Dragon.
What are they? What are all their names?
You pass the Shadow Dragon, who is Dress Esra, or just Dress. The Blue Dragon is Larissa. The Green Dragon is Brennivore.
Okay. And then Ak.
And then the Red Dragon is Aknara,
Nara.
or Ak for short. And the white dragon is Uslong. Yeah. And then they open the white dragon's door for you, and it's very kind of immaculate, golden, threaded curtains, nice jade and gold instruments everywhere, a nice little fountain in the corner, very tranquil. There's some little garden stuff in the room, like a little Zen garden there. Yeah, and he says yeah, he'll be here shortly. And they close the doors on you.
Are we alone?
Yeah.
Okay, fuck.
I have a plan.
Well, let's hear it.
We've been telling everyone that we're with Ock this whole time.
Yes.
You said that thing about Ock when we decimated Ezra. What if, when the White Dragon comes, we're showing him the arrow and tell him that Ock hired us to kill him? And if that goes awry, we kill him.
I can't imagine that he's gonna just keep the arrow. What if we tell him that and don't show him the arrow?
He's not going to believe us.
Why not? Ock has been known to be terrible.
Does he really think that the three of us are going to be able to kill him without some sort of magic? Because we can't have magic.
I mean, we can't just show him everything we brought with us.
Well, I don't want to give him the arrow.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
But no, it makes sense. It makes a lot of sense, but
It's a half-baked plan. Let's,
and I think it's actually a really good plan, but my problem is that then we still have then maybe he takes care of Ock.
Listen, we can tell him, because he's the one that wants this to all come together.
Mm-hmm.
See, here, what happens, though, if he just kills Ock and then creates a treaty with the rest of them anyway? Then we're still fucked.
Not in Garma, we're not.
Well, it's only a matter of time before they spread to take over all of the Red's lands. We've got to kill him.
Oslong or Ock?
Oslong.
Well, then what are we gonna...
Okay, don't show him the arrow. We'll just not.
Okay.
Right. You hear a knock at the door, and the door opens, and you see not Aslan. You see Dres Esra, the black dragon in human form, black pure eyes, and then kind of dark, messy black hair, black robes enter, and he sees all of you. Were you the group that I saw earlier?
Yes.
When? I don't know.
The one that got changed on stage?
No, when one of you magicked up that fog cloud.
Yes, that was me.
Great. He closes the door and says, I saw you, and I stopped Ock from killing you, because you think you might have a purpose here. What be your purpose? The Master of Security informed me of your appearance, and I just connected some dots. What be your purpose?
It's funny you mentioned having a purpose in being here. We were, Hang on. I'm thinking what to say. It's not unknown. Your relationship at odds with Ock.
I am despised by all the dragons.
We're from Garma, so we know firsthand the issues people have, especially with Ock.
So you don't have much of a choice
Well,
in the treaty, then, do you?
Well, I wouldn't. go
I am
that far.
getting the shortest end of the stick in the treaty.
That's literally the way someone else told it to us.
Yes, I am only getting the lands to the north, which are barren, frozen landscapes, which I am not too fond of.
Listen, we're not a big fans of this treaty either, and we were.
I'm gonna. So.
Listen,
I don't think the world is a big fan of this treaty.
We respect the issues that you have with the treaty, and what we're saying is that we are here to break it up.
And I am saying
I'm pretty sure the white dragon's the only one that wants it to go through in the first place.
I'm saying that is true, and I would like to help you.
Well, very good.
Well, we have an idea.
What is your idea?
I guess we may as well say it because you could kill us anyway, so it doesn't really matter if you're. What's the point of taking the intel?
I could.
Right? Oh, God. We want to kill Uslong, Oslong, in the name of Ak. And destroy the treaty entirely.
That seems doable.
They also want to switch their bodies back.
That's also
If we could
true.
do that first.
Oh, I could do that.
Please.
Before I do, let's make an agreement. I think if it is done in private, the treaty might still happen. I think it needs to be public and messy, and for the dragons to attack each other immediately because of something drastic. My thought is there's a public execution, and then it is clear one of the dragons will blame each other, and then they will attack each other, and then the treaty will be, for sure, destroyed. I think
I'm
Ak
inclined to agree.
will be the first to attack someone if he has been blamed for this. So, and killing the white dragon, which would be the most level-headed one, makes sense. But it should be public.
Okay, we're gonna be killed immediately if we kill them publicly.
There are ways off the island where you can run. So.
Okay.
Here's a thought. There's going to be a play during an mission. If we could possibly convince those players to sow seeds of doubt between two dragons, if we could put insults in there, purposely directed at certain dragons to make them think that they hated each other. After that, the arrow hits one of the dragons, and then I will blame Ak. And then I can get others to say that it was Ak. And then he will attack, probably. I think that's a plan.
Probably.
How much time do we have for this plan? It's a lot of talking to each other and making sure certain people do the right thing at the right time.
That is true. And someone needs to hit one of the dragons with the arrow as well.
I can do it. I just need my body back.
Are you sure? If the arrow misses, this whole thing goes
I'm
apart.
sure.
Okay.
I mean, that voice is coming out of that body, but you know it's this little scrawny body.
Yeah, you would assume the dexterous young boy would be better than the dwarf.
That's my body.
Oh, right. Oh, you said that. Okay. Yeah. That works. I can do that. I can... yes, I can do that. But someone will need to convince the players to instill insults between Ak and Oslan.
Doesn't seem like something I'd be very good at doing.
We're still within the enhanceability hour.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The enhanceability hour.
Is that something y'all can do? To convince those players to change their script?
We need a couple lines for insults, suggestions you might have.
Ak is an idiot.
Well, we know that.
He doesn't think things through. All he does is kill and destroy.
No, he's telling you the insults.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
It's pretty simple for Ak. Oslong is also an idiot, thinking all these dragons could come together and actually be nice to each other. His naivete is his downfall. Yeah. Okay. And if you want to spruce it up with some other ideas you want to throw in there, I would go for it.
Just call them all idiots.
You could. You could just rouse us all up. And, But if that happens, Ock would probably want to burn all the players, so
Right.
try probably as soon as it ends, that would be the moment to launch the arrow.
Well,
Great. Okay. Change us back, please,
Okay.
sir.
He snaps his fingers, and you two are changed back.
Having somebody else's character sheet is really stressful.
It's so stressful. What do you do? What do you do?
He says, the only person that might know of this plan is the chief of security, who knows you're here.
And
So,
maybe the blue dragon.
oh. She is a bit more cunning than the other dragons.
Yeah.
She might figure what's going on.
The chief of security might be the blue dragon?
No, the blue
No.
dragon saw us kill. We killed your cleric.
Oh, the Tiamat guy?
Yeah.
As
seemed like kind of an idiot.
Yeah, he was kind of a blowhard.
Could he
Was.
actually... Yeah, he's very dead. Could he actually bring a dragon back to life?
He's never done it before, but that's what he said.
Motherfucker. That bastard.
You should have seen the way we killed him. It was...
Yeah, vicious.
Very
I
bloody.
got his
Great.
teeth.
Yeah.
It's true.
Jingle, jingle.
Very nice. Very ruthless. I like it. But I don't know what to do about the blue dragon.
We could take a shot at either the white dragon or the blue dragon.
Gotta be the white dragon.
You gotta aim at
He'll
just one
convince the
person.
treaty to go through. If he's alive.
Do you have other arrows?
We do not.
I mean, I have regular arrows.
No.
Well, we'll just have to...
If it comes to the worst, I could possibly fight the blue dragon.
We'll help you if you need it.
I would assume you'd want, after the arrow flies, you'd want to get off the island as soon as possible. There are airships at the common landing.
You assume right. What do you got? You got tunnels that go out there?
No. You just run.
Very well.
Run to the
Just
common
run.
landing.
I have a question for you.
Yes.
What's the weather supposed to be like today?
Weather? Why do you ask?
Would it be weird if it got cloudy all of a sudden?
No. It's springtime, so... No.
Perfect. All right.
Okay. Listen, I'm doing you all a big favor, so...
You're doing yourself a big favor.
I am.
You're doing, I mean, to be fair, you're doing the world a big favor.
I don't care about the world.
Fair.
I
I just care about these assholes who keep looking down on me because I'm not a real dragon.
all I ask is this. If we manage to live through this and really up your position quite a bit,
Mm-hmm.
I ask that you take our homeland under protection.
Protection.
My mother lives there. Ock has destroyed her garden several times.
That's what your Oct has destroyed her gardens?
Yeah, I
He's
hate
like
that
killed
bastard.
thousands of people and eaten villages.
My mother cried about her tomatoes for 3 weeks.
That's why you're here?
It was
'Cause
pretty rough, to be fair.
It was very rough.
that's like
He's
ridiculous.
friends-
You
with her
haven't
mother.
met my mother.
I have
she
not.
She is a very nice
That
woman.
seems like a ridiculous
and
reason
she
to be
doesn't
here.
deserve to have her tomatoes
Listen, we all got
destroyed.
reasons for being here. I'm sure you agree with me.
Okay.
Some of these dragons are a little bit of a show off.
Mm-hmm.
That's the whole reason I'm here. I don't like them.
All right. Fine. Where are you from?
Germa.
Garma.
Germa. All right, the lands around Germa shall be protected if I can make sure they're my lands. So that works
Great.
out for me.
That's all I ask.
Hello, this is Kendall, the Dungeon Master for One Shot, One Dungeon. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed this content. We really appreciate the support because we are a new channel. Please let us know if you want more stuff like this, and if you ask for it, we will try and get it to you. Again, thank you so much for listening, and please tell your friends if you want this channel to grow and us to create more one-shots for you. Appreciate it. No, I could do it better.